Not sure if you'll be able to see it in the camera, but there's another track. Probably from yesterday as much as it rained last night. It's pretty big, it's wider than my hand, so it's probably a good sized bear. He's been following this little tiny road up here. It's not big enough for a truck. I guess ATVs probably drive on it, but none have been on it yet this year. Snow just barely came off up here. Well, I walked about 10 minutes past where that track in the road was, down by my truck, and I walk upon this. That is fresh, very fresh. And as you can see, that's a big bear. I need to find this one. See if they come out this evening or not. Well, it's starting to snow again, so I figured I better film a little bit of this before the weather gets too nasty up here. You can probably see over my shoulder all the snow up there. That's where I had planned on being able to hunt, but the big snow drifts, they're still too deep to get a truck through. And as you can see, it snowed quite a bit last night again. So I'll be hunting down here just below the snow line. Already seen tracks and some fresh steaming bear poop back there. But anyway, this is kind of the start of the season. It's been open for a month. Just haven't been able to get anywhere because of the snow. I've only got this weekend and next weekend, and then the season ends. So I'll be up here quite a few days. See what I can find. It's beautiful country, nice and green, and I'll pan around and show you on the camera what it looks like. That's one of the slopes that I'm hoping to find some bear out feeding in the evenings and mornings. Plenty of nice green grass for him to feed on. That's looking west over there, down towards Indian Valley. Well, there's Idaho for you. It's the middle of May. Right in the middle of bear season, it's still snowing. Seems like summer is a long ways away right now. Well, there's the first bear of the hunt. You see that one feeding below the tree there. It's probably 1.5 miles away. Nice brown one though. Side of the big river. Have to, the next couple days, figure out how to get over there. The river is rushing right now from spring runoff, so I'm not sure I want to go across it in most places, but it's a good sign. If there's a bear out feeding, there might be some others. Looks like the weather's getting ready to sock back in. There's a storm blowing in over there. Heading right this way. Gonna have to see if I can get back to camp before the skies unleash and soak me. Well, didn't quite beat the snowstorm. Got about 10 minutes to go to the truck, and the weather is here. Temperatures dropped about 20 degrees. Biggest part of the storm isn't here yet though, so it'll all work out. There's a tom turkey. He's running towards one that's about 500 yards to the right. That's gobbling. You're not supposed to be finding turkeys when you're hunting bear, but that's just the way it is. I'm hand holding this on my longbow. That's why it's probably a little shaky. He's waiting for that other one to gobble again. That bear just stepped out of the trees. He's a ways over there. I'm gonna have to see if I can get over there before dark. It may be too far, but I'm going for it. Give you an idea of where he's at. Time to go. Not sure if you can see it in the camera, but there's elk over there right where that bear was. And then up the hill, there's more. I'm going to try to figure out how to get over there tomorrow, since I've seen two bear on that little slope right there. If I can figure out a way to cross that river, maybe I can find a big log or something, shimmy across. May have a chance of spotting one of those two bear tomorrow. Small herd of elk over there, getting in a last minute feed before the sun finally comes up. And they'll poke on over the ridge and bed up in that timber. There was a large herd, actually two large herds out last night. pretty good little area for them. As you can see, we got a nice big area to bed down in the shade. Well, it's the second morning. Sun's up. All the clouds have passed out of here. That storm finally blew its way through. Weather forecast said it was going to be snowing this morning, but luckily it's not. It's pretty cold. It's about, I don't know, 28, 29 degrees. So far this morning I've seen a couple herd of elk, a small herd of deer. Turkeys have been gobbling, but I've not seen any bear yet. Last night, when I was looking at that bear across the way, wondering if I could get there before it got dark, I did get there before dark. I never saw the bear. I think he'd wandered into that timber, so I kind of made a big circle around, came through the timber, and when I crossed the creek, I just barely got out of the creek, took a few steps, and I walked right into another bear. Real nice looking brown one. So I filmed him for just a few seconds, then started to stalk. The wind was perfect, everything was great. Had bushes and trees in the way, and he was just feeding along, actually feeding towards me. When he'd go behind a bush, I'd move in a little closer and a little closer. Finally got 45 yards from him, and I saw his nose come up. And what had happened, the wind it didn't switch, it stopped. And I was a little bit uphill from him, and my scent had slowly drifted back. Then the wind picked up again, and it was blowing towards me, and he went back to feeding. Well, a few minutes later, the wind did the same thing, and it allowed that scent to just drift downhill because it was starting to cool off really good. And he picked up my scent and ran off. But I was probably within, I don't know, 30 seconds of shooting him. It was pretty cool, but it was a good start. Yesterday I saw 4 bear, 4 separate bears. Didn't see anything with cubs, so they were probably all males, or at least, adults. So today, I'm going to try to find some more. Don't appear to be out yet this morning. It might be because it's so cold and windy. But I'm going to put the boots into high-speed mode and cover a lot of country. Let's see if I can find any. Then I got to go back and work for a couple days. And I'll be coming up here for 6 days. And I'll hit it hard for 6 full days. And we just might get lucky. If nothing else, going to see a lot of beautiful country. It's nothing like being up in the mountains in the spring. Trying to film this hand holding it with my longbow. There's a bear out there in that meadow. The same one I was filming a while back, I believe anyway. Try to get a little more footage of him before I go over there. That's the place where I have to try to cross the river, which I don't know if I even can do. But it's always good to see a bear when you're hunting bear. Of course, seeing a bear and killing a bear are 2 completely different things. Well, so much for this plan. Since I couldn't cross the river, I tried to come around from the other side of the mountain, trying to get where those bears were. I thought I was going to make it, but I just hit the end of the road. Snow drifts from here on up. And this is the south and west facing slope, the driest and warmest. The other side, there's no way in the world I'd be even up this high. So, I guess those bears are safe. Try to find some others.